Hey, what's going on, everyone? Back once again for this NBA slate on Tuesday. Just got news that Kyrie Irving is going to sit out on a back-to-back with a sore back, which isn't super surprising as that has happened quite a bit, but I figured he would probably play today without Durant. But that's not going to be the case. Was a finger last time, now it's the back. Wonder what the next thing will be. But the slate has completely changed because you're going to need James Harden now, so going to quickly do a rundown of the updated picks. So, as always, appreciate if you guys hit the like button. If you guys enjoy these updates, let me know. Check out Twitter. Still, things can change. Things in NBA change right up to lock. So, keep an eye there if you want the updates, if they are any. But let's get started. So, James Harden is now the guy I want. I'm not going to go through each player once again like I did this morning. Just kind of give you guys my updated core here. But Harden, I'm going to need to get him here. He's 10-8, so his price tag is still pretty fair. I mean, he should be like at least $11,000, I would say, if going into the slate, if the DraftKings knew that Durant and Irving were going to sit. Just unless like this game just goes completely nuts if they get blown out or they blow them out, and he doesn't get a ton of minutes. But if he gets his normal minutes, I just have no real worry that he won't get you. Like probably will get you a triple double, probably get you high 60s, low 70s, and he is just going to be the top play on the slate. I think there are a ton of stars, but the top stud to pay up for, and I with all the value in Brooklyn now, with some more value in Denver, it's probably easy to get two studs in your lineups. That's what I want to start off with, and the two studs I like the most are Harden and Giannis. Now, Jokic is now my third favorite stud, and then the fourth guy is LeBron. But Harden and Giannis are going to be the two guys that I build with. And then at center, instead of going up for Jokic now, I think I'll go down here. Go down to DeAndre Jordan as my one cheap center that I like. $4,500. Gonna definitely start now without Durant and without Kyrie. Just they'll probably start like Harden, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Jeff Green, and Jordan. So if he starts, you should probably see high 20s, maybe low 30s in minutes, just because of the matchup as well with the Suns playing DeAndre Ayton quite a bit. They're going to need a guy that can match up with him. And Jordan is like the only center on the team. Jeff Green does play some center, but small ball center, and I don't think they're going to really want to do much of that against the Suns here. So I think Jordan is going to get his minutes, and without Irving, there's more usage for everybody, more shot attempts, and Harden can throw some lobs to Jordan like he did to Capella back in Houston. So he is pretty easy to get to. And then the other cheap center is going to be Tristan Thompson. I think I'll go two cheap centers today. Thompson is $3,900. Daniel Tice is ruled out of tonight's contest. So in a matchup against Jokic, they're going to definitely going to need Thompson out there to play high 20s, low 30s in minutes. Him and Tice have been splitting a lot of the center minutes. Tice has been playing like way more than Thompson, but they don't have the option to play Tice tonight. He's out already. So he's been playing like 20, 31, 27, 28. And then Thompson's kind of been splitting some of that work. So that is a good sign that Thompson should get you good minutes tonight. I would say high 20s, low 30s. Matchup against Denver, going to need his size out there. They can't really go small here against Jokic. Though if they just do to go small against Jokic, he should absolutely dominate. But I think Brad Stevens is smart enough to realize that he needs a big guy out there against Jokic. So Thompson should see some good minutes. And at $3,900, his price tag is definitely cheap. He has been like mid 4K range, 44, 46. So we're getting a nice cheap price tag on Thompson in his best spot, just with the minutes and Tice out. So these four are the building blocks, I think. And then going with some other value options in Denver, I want to get at least one piece of Denver, and that's gonna be Porter is my favorite. $5,800. Just with all the injuries, he should see good minutes tonight. I would say it will get you 30 minutes at least. But we know Malone definitely doesn't like Porter that much, but just doesn't have many bodies. There's no Harris, no Dozier, no Barton. So not a lot of wings. Porter can score the ball. You're gonna need some offense. It's really Porter, Jokic, and Murray that are gonna do a lot of the scoring tonight. So Porter still having a good season overall. He's been up and down recently, but he's still shooting 40% from three, almost 50% from the floor, averaging 29 fantasy points. Price tag is pretty reasonable. So I think Porter looks like a good option here at 5,800. And then the final guy is still Justin Jackson. I like on the Thunder side, just with the injuries. Still in OKC, Jackson has been getting a lot of playing time. He's been playing better and better. And at only 4,700, the price tag on him is the most reasonable out of anybody on the Thunder, I would say, on DraftKings. So he's a guy that I want to get to. You can play him as shooting guard or small forward, so he's pretty easy to get in your lineup. So these 6 are the updates for DraftKings. Go ahead and touch on FanDuel. All right, on FanDuel, same guys. I'm going to start off plugging in are James Harden, who's $11,000, and Giannis. Giannis is 11.2, and then we'll look at center options. It's going to be really tough to get to all 3 of these guys. You'd want to, but I think 2 studs is what I'll go with tonight. You have DeAndre Jordan is definitely in play at 5,400 now, and then Thompson is also in play, 47. They're pretty closely priced. I'd go to Jordan, I think, just because he can get you some blocks, even though he's not a great defender. He can still get you some block shots, and with all the extra usage, more rebounding opportunities for Jordan tonight, and hopefully Harden can throw him some lobs because I feel like both of them are going to be out there at least like 25 minutes together. And Jordan, 54 against Phoenix against DeAndre Ayton, who's also not a great defender. I think he should be able to get you some value. Point guard. So now it's Damian Lillard as your only guy above $9,000, above $8,000 even on FanDuel. He looks good. You have plenty of cheaper options though. You have Jamal Murray at 65. You have Kemba, Diallo, Schroeder. You can probably pick 2 of these guys if you wanted to. Even John Morant, I'll throw in there. I think go Jamal Murray, 6,500. Just good price tag on him. He's been a little bit better. I think he's safe with all the injuries and minutes, and production should be there tonight just because we don't have that many other bodies. So feel like good spot for Jamal Murray at 6,500. And then small forward, it's still the guys I mentioned in the video earlier this morning. It's Michael Porter, Justin Jackson. Joe Harris is most definitely in play now. And like you can maybe look to Semi to get some minutes tonight without Tice. Let's see, Semi. He's 38, so he's definitely cheap enough that we can maybe take a shot. He's definitely up and down, but he should get some minutes tonight, I would say. Maybe some backup 5 minutes. But it's going to be Michael Porter Jr. as the guy that I want. So Murray, Harden, Porter, Giannis, Jordan leaves you with 5,100 left on FanDuel. That's the quick updates. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Best of luck tonight, and be back tomorrow.